Right, how are you guys? Thank you so much for following my channel, and I would like to appreciate the returning followers, my consistent learners who have been with us from day one. My name is Mr. Exact, the unemployed expert. As you know, I'll be taking you through mathematical tutorials on this online platform. So kindly subscribe, kindly share, and also tell a friend, tell a neighbor to follow us. Help me to grow my channel so that we will be creating more and more content, bringing more and more academic solutions. Very soon I'll be also bringing combined science, chemistry tutorials, and so on and so on. Right, thank you. So in this edition, again, we are going to talk about factorization. We are still talking about algebra. Factorization is one of the most important skills that we'll be using throughout the syllabus. What is to factorize? It all starts with the word factor. A factor is a number that can divide directly into a given number without leaving any remainder. For instance, if we are going to list all the factors of 12, factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. These are the factors of 12, numbers that can divide directly into 12 without leaving any remainder. How about factors of 18? We have 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, and 18. Always when listing factors, don't forget about 1 and the number itself. They are also qualifying to be the factors of every number, 1 and the number itself. So these are the factors of 12, and these are the factors of 18. So what is to factorize? To factorize is to identify the highest common factor. We want to identify the highest common factor. To start with, let's talk about the word common. Common means a factor which is appearing in both families, family of factors of 12 and within the family of factors of 18. So let's encircle all the common factors. 1 is common, 2 is common, 3 is common, 6 is also common. Then let's talk about highest. It is very clear, highest common factor. Among the common factors that we encircled, we can clearly see that 6 is the highest. So 6 qualified to be the highest common factor of 12 and 18. So when it comes to factorization, we might have situations like this. Factorize number A, 12A minus 18. When they say factorize 12a minus 18, they mean identify the highest common factor of 12 and 18. So as we illustrated before, the highest common factor was 6. So what you do is you factor out the highest common factor, 6, outside brackets. Then you divide both terms by the highest common factor. 6 into 12, you get 2a minus 6 into 18, you get 3. As simple as that. That's factorization. Another example, 4ab minus 20ad. We want to identify the highest common factors of these two terms. A common factor can be a number, a numerical value. It can also be a letter or a term. Like in this case, among the numbers, 4 is the highest common factor because it can divide into 4 and 20. But we have also a common factor, a. A is common both in both terms. So we are going to factorize, we are going to factor out 4 and a, then you open brackets. 4 into 4, we get 1. A into a, we get 1 again. So we remain with b. 4 into 20, we get 5. A into a, we get d. Like this. So this is factorization. When you remove brackets, you must go back to the original question. 4a times b, you get 4ab. 4a times minus 5d, we get 20ad. As simple as that. We might have a a factorization problem that involve 4 terms like this. Example number C, P plus 5AP plus Q plus 5AQ. Now we have 4 terms which are to be factorized. So what you do is you find a common factor for the first 2 and a common factor for the last 2, and you must come up with 2 similar brackets like this. Among the first 2 terms, P is common. P is the common factor, so we're going to factor out P, open bracket. P into P, we get 1. So in this case, it's necessary to write down 1. Then plus P into P, 1. So remain with 5A, like this. Then you write down the symbol that is combining the 2 expressions. So in this case, you have positive here. The common factor between Q and 5AQ is Q, like this. Q into Q again is 1, plus Q into Q, we get 5A, like this. Then finally, as you can see, now we have 2 similar brackets. After that, you must present your final answer like this. Terms that are given outside brackets must have their own bracket, that is P and plus Q in their bracket. Among these 2 common, you just take 1, that is 1 plus 5A. That's how you factorize algebraic expressions. Then suppose we involve powers like this. AB squared plus, right. When you are factorizing numbers that involve squares, especially the terms, you must take the letter with the smallest power. For instance, both A and B are common, but in this case, we are not going to factorize to consider A to the power 3 as a factor. A to the power 3 cannot divide into A to the power 1. So we do better take the smallest power A. Among the B factors, we take the smaller power B, like this. Then A into A out, B into B squared. B squared means B times B. So we are dividing a B into 2 B's. This B will cancel this one, so we get B instead of 1. So B into B squared, we get a B. But if it was B into B, then that was 1. Plus A into A to the power 3. It means this. We are dividing A into 3 A's. So we get A times A, which is A squared. Then B into B, we get 1, like this. That's how you factorize algebraic expressions. Clear? Sometimes there might be need to regroup the terms. For instance, we have this example. Let's say A squared plus 3A plus 5A plus 15. Sometimes when given 4 terms that are to be factorized, you can even regroup the terms in your own way, in your own pattern, but you still get the same correct answer. I might start by regrouping, probably like this: A squared, then I'll take 5A, then I'll take plus 3A, and lastly plus 15. There are some cases whereby a certain set of terms might not have any common factor, so there's need to regroup the terms. Now we have, in this first 2, the common is A. That's A into A squared, we get A. A into A, we get 5. Plus, among the last 2 terms, there's no any common letter, but we have a common factor, a numerical value that is 3. So we're going to factor out 3. 3 into 3, we get A. Then 3 into 15, we get 5. Still, we must come up with 2 similar brackets. After that, numbers outside brackets are given their own bracket, that is A and plus 3. Among these 2 common brackets, just take 1, A plus 5, like this. So as simple as that, I'll be giving more examples in the screenshot, the slide that is in the comment section.